Hey y'all, what up? It is Jessica. Today we are cooking. What are we cooking? Pancake battered fried shrimp. People are like, pancake battered fried shrimp, what? Then they taste it and they like, ooh, pancake battered fried shrimp. Let's get to this recipe. It is delish and I hope you enjoy. If you end up making this, tell me in the comment section. Tell me how you left it. See y'all soon. I made it, so I could have cooked at home and then just brought it to my dad. I didn't want it to be cold. Like, fried shrimp aren't good for like an hour drive, you know? Here are our shrimp, all nice and clean. I went ahead and took the tails off and cleaned a little poop that sometimes hides under the tail. Make sure you get all of that, okay? For our batter, of course, we're making pancake battered fried shrimp. We need pancake mix. I like to just use a complete recipe. Like if you fancy, you want to make your own pancake mix, go for it. Then we have paprika for the batter, black pepper. Of course, we need our garlic powder, Lawry seasoning salt. Don't talk about my Lawrys, y'all know what happened. Of course, I have some oil. So typically I just use canola, but this is a mix. That's that. In terms of cooking utensils, we have a really nice big pot. You can use a smaller pot too, but since I'm making so many, I just brought a really big pot to try to cook more at one time. Definitely need some of these, some tongs to get your shrimp and move them all around really good in the oil. And then I like to take a container and line it with some paper towel. So this is where I'll put the shrimp once they're done cooking to kind of let that extra grease come off of them so they're not like greasy. And then of course we need a bowl to mix our pancake mix and seasonings in, and then I'll grab a spoon. Before I get any of my batter together, I actually like to get the grease warming on the stove. While this heats, let's make our batter. Of course, we start with the dry pancake mix. Y'all, I don't measure. I just dump some in. If I'm making a big batch, I dump more pancake mix in. And yes, I always make a mess. So then once I have my pancake mix in, I just add in water until my batter gets to the consistency that we're looking for. You don't want it too runny nor too thick. So this is pretty much perfect. You want it to slide off your spoon. Once we've reached our desired consistency, let's add in those seasonings. So everything I showed you earlier, the paprika, the garlic powder, the seasoning salt, and our pepper. So I just add this in. Sometimes I finger taste it to make sure it's what I'm looking for, then add in some more if needed. So we get that all added and whipped up nice and good. Now for the messy part, we're going to take our shrimp and toss them in our batter so we can get them all nice and covered. I will say everything I do with this recipe are in batches. So I get all shrimp that I want in the bowl at first, stir them up, then I fry them all, then I take them out, and then I start all over again. Sometimes these batches overlap, you'll see later, but here we're just stirring up our shrimp, ready to get this first batch in our hot grease. Alright, don't judge me. I'm doing this with one hand so you all can see. But I'm taking a shrimp. I just grab it with a clean hand and I get it nice and dipped in there to make sure it's fully covered. Then I just beat it against the bowl to get some of that excess batter out. And I plop it on in. So then I keep doing that for the entire bowl. Dip it in, get any excess batter out, and then put it on in the grease. You'll see they sink immediately when you put them in, but as they start to cook, they start to rise. I guess this batter's nice and fluffy, right? 4 to 5 and at a time, but this one I can probably do 10. You see as they start to fry, they come from the bottom of the pan and they float to the top. So I let them cook for a little bit, and as they start to get brown, I flip them over. For the ones that have started to flip or rise, I just go in with my fork and I move them around a little bit just to ensure that they're cooking on all sides. And then if you have some that aren't really rising and sticking to the bottom, you can go in there with the fork and get them out. You see that guy? He was still on the bottom and he's getting pretty brown. So yep, we just put them on in here and let them fry. Here's an example where my batches start to overlap. I'm just going in and adding a few more shrimp in. You all can get a better idea of how this really goes without me trying to hold the camera with the other hand. But let's just get these frying. So I just added some more in to keep cooking. If you're not a really good multitasker, you can just cook some, take them out, and then cook more. But I like to get as many in there as possible. So I know the ones that are coming out first because they start to brown. The ones that just got in there will get lighter. So I'll start taking these out the oil as they reach our desired colors. Like this guy right here is pretty darn close. It's not ready. Just try to make sure my heat stays not too low, not too high, because you don't want it that your batter is cooking and then the little shrimp baby inside is not cooking. So just keeping that in mind. Once they get nice and brown, you go ahead and you take them out. So here I am taking out a few shrimp. Then again, you just do the process all over again. Add more shrimp, take them out. Add more shrimp, take them out, and then that's all you need to do. Once all the shrimp have come out of the grease, I like to take a very, very, very light sprinkle of salt across all of them and then cover the container with foil. The foil helps the steam really get into the batter and make it really soft. You definitely don't want to miss this step. It makes it awesome. To eat mine with ketchup, but I did bring some barbecue sauce for my dad and Sandra in case they want that instead. We're not huge hot sauce folks in this house, but these would be great with hot sauce too. And here is our plated meal. Oh, I can just taste these through the screen. I'm ready to go make them again while I'm editing this video. But thank you so much for watching, you all. I hope you enjoyed this. Please do not forget to like and comment and subscribe to my channel. Let's keep hanging out. And if you're still here, here's some bloopers for your enjoyment. Bye, y'all. The tail's off. That's a bad example. Ooh, can y'all see me? I think somebody wants to eat. You want shrimp? Hey, mama's BB. Greedy? I don't even know if dogs can eat shrimp. Grampy said that's all you get. You offer to cook for your father. You're thinking like baked chicken, salmon, broccoli, rice. And he quiet at them options. And you like, hello, you got something else in mind? And he says, fried shrimp. Oh, okay. Expensive. Expensive, father. Just left the grocery store buying shrimp and pancake batter to make his pancake batter fried shrimp. The things we do for our parents. He say what he want, and I listen.